Hey everybody, welcome to WWE The People, the podcast for the fans by the fans. I'm Ted Trzanski. Joining me is Triple J Joe JG.
Yo,
And down below is Frank Gerhardt from Geek Spot News.
Stop.
Gentlemen, happy Red October.
I can't wait. JJ, just shut up.
I'm not saying anything.
Enjoy the ride, JJ.
I listen. I'm going to sit back and just say nothing.
Good.
Enjoy the ride. And
I promised yesterday.
it's bad blood today. So it's going to be a quick one today because we're pretty much going to be talking about predictions. I'm not going to get into Raw and SmackDown because of the go-home shows. I'd never really review the go-home shows. So it just the only highlight I liked about SmackDown was LA Knight. So
Yeah.
I got a good laugh out of that. So that was good. So let's get right to it, gentlemen. So Bad Blood. So the first match is from what I'm hearing, it's going to be the Hell in a Cell. It's going to open.
It's going to open with the Hell in a Cell. Yep.
That's nuts.
So
It makes sense.
go ahead.
No, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense to put the tag match last for reasons that we'll discuss in a few minutes.
Yep,
well,
absolutely.
that makes sense. I agree, but I think Finn and Priest would have been a good. Whatever. I don't care. It's just it's different. It's different. I'll just say that.
It is.
So it's Punk versus Drew, and Danny's not here today, but he did give me his prediction. So he's predicting Punk ends it. That's going to bring back Punk's feud with Seth. So that's where I think Punk goes after that.
Oh, I got Punk winning, but I think they hold off on that feud to at least the Rumble, to start the Rumble. Like maybe Punk eliminates Seth during the Rumble or vice versa, and that sets up a Mania match or something somewhere down the line. But I do see Punk ending it, and Drew's going to move on to something else because this is it. I think Punk's going to take it today.
I agree. Punk's going to win because Drew works better after he loses. After he's losing all the time, but he's doing his best mic work, his best ring work. Everything about Drew is top tier right now, and I think Punk wins. I don't think they go back to each other. I think they kind of go off in separate directions, which really we need that at this point. They need to freshen that up a little bit. But the way Triple H is booking things, how many matches has Andrade and Carmelo Hayes had now? Like 7. So, I mean, if the chemistry's there, but I don't know. I see Punk moving the same way. I see Punk moving into something else. I don't know about Seth yet because Seth's got to do the revenge thing on Bronson Reed for what happened.
Well, he got his revenge on Raw.
He did. I don't think that's the end of that.
No.
And they want to push Bronson Reed up. And Strowman got hurt again.
Yes, he did.
I don't know where Punk goes from here. But I don't think he's going into a title picture yet.
Fair enough.
Not yet.
Maybe something with the Judgment Day. Who knows?
Well, we'll find out tonight, right? So Judgment Day, perfect segue. So Liv versus Rhea with Dirty Dom hanging from a cage.
I love it. I love it.
I think it's going to be a good laugh, and Danny's got Liv winning with some kind of cheating from the Judgment Day. I'm also in agreement with that. I do think Liv's going to retain, and it'll be some kind of cheating from the Judgment Day.
I have a swerve for this one. I have Liv winning, but I have Raquel Rodriguez coming back, helping Liv.
I did hear those rumors.
Heel turn. Because you got Carlito there, and you have Finn and Superhead there, and you need another female in there. If they're going to build the faction out and make it a good thing, I think Raquel Rodriguez as like this just monster beast to help protect Liv until that turns down the road somewhere. But I think she comes back and helps Liv. Liv definitely retains. They're not going to put the belt on Rhea again yet.
Not yet. No, I agree. This is going to get boring, but I got to agree with both of you guys. I'm going with Liv over Rhea myself.
Yeah, I kind of feel like, a lot of us were all in agreement for pretty much all these matches because they're very predictable.
Yeah, super
To a
predictable.
degree, yeah.
So there's that, and then then we'll I want to continue with the Judgment Day because they're very because they're connected. So Damian versus Finn. This one I'm a little torn about because I can see it going both ways, but logic is telling me that Finn is going to win because of the Judgment Day. Because
Now,
who else is going to help Damian? Jay? It
now,
doesn't make any sense.
does this match have any special stipulations, like a last man standing or anything? It's just a regular
No, it's
old
just a
match.
singles match.
Oh, then Finn's gonna win.
Yeah. So
I I think Finn wins here too. I think the Judgment Day definitely helps. I originally said he was going to win clean, but I think the Judgment Day helps him. I think that this is the start of at least a trilogy for the two of them.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's that again, that's what they seem to like.
because they're probably going to have, in my opinion, probably have a War Games match themselves, like the what do they call themselves? The Street Twins or whatever the fuck they're
Oh,
called.
the terror.
Yeah,
Terror
they're
Twins.
they're going to recruit Jay into that fold, maybe a Braun Breaker as well, and then or maybe CM Punk.
I'm not sure about Jay though. Let me save that one.
Yep.
Okay,
I
no,
got
that's fine. That's fair enough. But my point being, there's going to be a War Games match between them and the Judgment Day. So who is in their faction going forward is anyone's guess, I guess. But yeah, I got Ben going over on Priest.
So next we have Nia versus Bailey. So Danny's got Nia retaining with Tiffany cashing in. I agree. I think that was laid out pretty good last night on SmackDown.
Frank?
I'm going to disagree on originally I said that the same thing. I don't think she cashes in. I think there's a huge tease of it, and I think they're going to let this cook for a little bit, and they're going to. I don't think she cashes in. I think Nia Snacks wins. Sorry, Nia Jax, my bad. No, I do. I think Nia's going to win, not clean, but I think the Bailey and Naomi thing. There's going to be a turn there by one of them. I did love the fact that Tiffany either screwed up or did it on purpose and called her Pam last night. That was awesome. She called her by her real name, which that was pretty funny.
I didn't catch that part because I tuned out of SmackDown. I
I
texted
watched
Frank
it
on the
this
side.
morning.
I said I got bored of it. I went and watched Salem's Lot. But yeah, I have Nia winning, and again, I have a tease as well. I'm not sure the Bailey Naomi thing. I know they've been fighting here and there, but I listen. I'm not going to lie to you. This rivalry's been boring.
I feel like yeah, it was teased on SmackDown. I don't know if they're really going to tease it that much further. I mean, what I think is that it's going to be Nia's going to be injured at the end of the match,
Quote unquote, kayfabe or real injury.
Well, I'm going to say injured enough for the script to fall into place
Gotcha.
that Tiffany cashes in.
I thought you were predicting she gets hurt or something. I was like, damn, dude, that's pretty cruel.
It's it's going to be like she's going to be exhausted from the match, and she's barely getting up, and then Tiffany's going to hold up her arm, and then realize how injured she is, and then she's going to hand the belt or hand the briefcase to the ref.
I can see that happening, but I really don't want to see this PLE doesn't feel. I don't know.
It's too soon.
Yeah, it's too soon.
None of them have felt good.
No. Well, this
SummerSlam, but that's about it.
This one is just kind of, it's like,
It's a filler. It's a filler for Survivor Series.
Kind of, yeah.
But I don't see them cashing in yet, only because that I think Tiffy is keeping it relevant, if that's the right word to use in this context. Because, I mean, Bailey's trying her best to keep it afloat, but it's just not there.
Right.
There's no oomph to it.
No.
Yeah. So now on to the main event, gentlemen. So Cody and Roman versus the Bloodline. So Danny's. Well, let me before I start the prediction. I guess we can probably do some breaking rumor or breaking news. So it's rumored that The Rock is going to a quote football game in Georgia, the same location where Bad Blood is taking place.
I
Coincidence?
I think you
I'm going to say
misread that.
no.
I read Rikishi.
Stop.
Rikishi.
Stop it.
So so Danny's prediction is the Bloodline cheats and then The Rock shows up. That's all from the notes. If I'm missing something, I apologize. But what I thought about a lot. I thought this a lot this morning. So I'm thinking that Cody and Roman win, right? But I think they're going to have help from The Rock, and that's going to set up for Survivor Series. And my Survivors, and I'm going way ahead now, but I think Survivor Series. I'm thinking Rock, Roman, Jimmy, and Jay versus the new Bloodline. Roman or Rock turns on Roman at Survivor Series and stands on top of all of them
Hmm.
as
Okay.
the new tribal chief.
Hmm.
I don't hate that. I think if The Rock shows up tonight for Bad Blood, he's going to show up at the end, and he's not going to interfere in the match as much as he's going to. How did I have this in my head?
Influence.
He's going to influence. It's going to look like he's going to do that WWE swerve. He's going to look like he's coming out to help Roman, and he's just going to lay out Cody. He's not going to hit Roman. He's going to lay out Cody. Roman's going to lose, and then the Bloodline's going to stand behind The Rock, or he's going to come in the ring and stand behind them, and they all do the fingers and the ones and all that shit because he's like the high chief or now something. Isn't that like he's like above the tribal chief?
The final boss.
Yeah, the final boss. So I think he's going to lay out Cody, and that's how they're going to win. And it's going to, or nobody's going to, maybe he lays out Cody and Roman doesn't see that happen, and then Roman thinks that Cody wasn't there for him like he promised, or something's going to happen along those lines. That's what I think. But
Yeah.
the bloodline's going to win for sure.
I just want Cody out of the Bloodline story.
Yeah.
Not going to
I
happen
got
so
so
long now.
I think we're ignoring the other elephant in the room. I think the Bloodline's going to interfere on behalf of the Bloodline,
Okay.
and then KO and Randy Orton are going to come down, and I think KO is going to stun Orton and leave.
I wouldn't
Stun
hate
Orton
that.
or stun Cody?
No, stun Orton, and then I think something's going to happen to Cody, and Cody's going to be like, "What are you doing, man?" And then like Roman's going to accidentally spear him or something like that. You're going to get. I think KO turns tonight is the ultimate underlining thing I want to get out there. I think.
Does he turn on Randy or does he turn on Cody?
But turning on Randy is in turn turning on Cody as well, because Randy, remember, was the one who was basically like keeping the balance, if you will.
Right.
But I think that is going to set up Randy and KO, their feud.
Okay.
So because like Danny has said before, you can't turn Randy heel at this point. He's just KO. People are dying for him to be the heel again.
So you turn KO on Randy. Randy and KO go off and have a little feud.
Correct. It gets them out of the Bloodline thing altogether.
While Cody still treads water as a champion with the
Correct. Because nothing is going to get Cody out of this unless they turn him heel, which I know you can't do it right now and all, but
right.
He's just stuck in that phase where there's no good heels. It's all baby faces.
Yes.
I mean, it's interesting. I see KO turning on Cody because I feel like that's been being teased for the longest time.
I see that, but I see where JJ's saying where turning on Randy is turning on Cody in the long run. And KO needs a feud, and Sami Zayn's a little bit busy, so he can't come over and be annoying on SmackDown right now. So he's got to still be annoying with Gunther for a little while longer for some reason.
Until that beast returns.
Yes. Yes.
And the other thing, when does Paul Heyman come back?
So Heyman isn't. So I'm pretty sure everybody saw the clips of what Heyman was saying is that he's not going to come back just to introduce Roman. You don't need him. He's not going to come back until there's a reason. One of the things I had read from one of the weird dirt sheets is that they're not bringing Jay back to Jimmy just yet because they want to see what Jay can do with the belt. So Jay's going to kind of have his own thing and he's not going to come around to the bloodline yet. And they may not even have him in the War Games, which doesn't make sense. I don't believe that part of it. But I believe Jimmy comes back with Paul, maybe Roman. Rock's scheduled for a couple of SmackDowns coming up. I think in that area is when Paul Heyman comes back with Jimmy.
When is Survivor Series scheduled? Is it still that Saturday or Sunday after Thanksgiving?
I think it is.
Okay, so with that being said, they got about a month and change to work with Jay getting somehow into that.
November 30th.
They are running on borrowed time, in my opinion.
Well, it's over a month. You got a month and a half.
Right.
Almost a full 2 months.
And don't they have Crown Jewel in between that?
They do. I forgot about that.
That was the other thing I read is that this tag match is going to have implications for a title match at Crown Jewel. Could that be KO turning on Cody and having a match with Cody where it's actually KO, not I'm holding back KO, like all out, I'm going to kick your ass KO. God, wouldn't that be great if Cody lost the belt at Crown
To
Jewel?
KO, he deserves a run.
Anyway.
We're a little
Danny
biased here
right now.
Oh yeah, right. He's pissed. Don't talk about Cody. Hey, listen, my kid loves Cody too, but man, it's
he's had such a boring title run.
It's been so bad. And I love the story. The story was great in the long run, but man, it's like
but he just because he ended the story doesn't mean he's got to be the next person to break Roman's record,
Right. Oh God, no. Please no. But it's just like Cody finishing the story was Godfather 2, pure cinema. Then now he's the champion. It's Godfather 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But something's going to happen in this tag match that's going to have a setup for a Crown Jewel match. You're not getting Cody Roman at Crown Jewel.
No, I don't think so.
Cody Roman at Crown Jewel. You're not getting Rock Cody at Crown Jewel. You're not getting Rock Roman at Crown Jewel.
No.
I think you'll get Roman Jacob Fatu at Crown Jewel.
I don't know. I mean, that's a big match. Like, I seriously, and not to go off super off, but I seriously think Jacob Fatu walking them out last night was one of the best things this new bloodline has done yet.
He's just great.
He is so, and they were afraid of him. They didn't want to bring him in right away because they were afraid of him overshining Solo. He has outshined Solo so far at this point. It's not even funny.
He outshined him without even trying.
What's the what's the Hawaiian thing that
The
rumor?
Ulafala.
The what?
The Ulafala.
The Ulafala. So that's the other thing. That's what I was thinking for Survivor Series. After Rock turns on Roman, he's standing on everyone, and then Solo hands him the Ulafala and
puts it on him.
That would be pretty badass.
That would be pretty cool.
Not gonna lie.
But then the question is how much is Rock booked?
Probably not a lot.
No, his
because let's say that happens at Survivor Series, you still got the Rumble, and then you still got Mania. And
yeah, but Roman doesn't appear every week either, so it's
right.
No, but Roman's full time again. Roman's technically listed as full time now.
Was he there yesterday?
No, none of them were there yesterday because they're over. They're not in
Georgia.
They're in Georgia.
Well, they were in Nashville. We're only in Nashville. It's only a hop, skip, and a jump
away.
But anyway, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Well, guys, let us know what you think in the comments because these are very interesting predictions. So I'll be watching tonight, and I think it's going to be I don't know. I'm still wrapping my head around the Bloodline stuff because that's all I've been thinking about. All the other matches, I'm like, this is the one. It's just like, where's this story gonna? What's the next chapter in this story?
Yep.
So
you're not the only one.
I probably won't watch Bad Blood live. It'll depend on what's happening down at the ballpark.
Yeah.
If it's a blowout, either way, maybe. I'll definitely watch it tonight. Thank you, JJ. I'm not baiting you either.
Well, we'll have to have a post show either tomorrow or next week, and
absolutely.
And if we do it next week, we'll cover Raw and SmackDown because obviously there'll be fallouts from both shows. But did anyone's and I'm bringing it up because it's my favorite. But did anyone see the opening to SmackDown? They noticed in the crowd somebody with a big Joe Hendry head.
Yes,
I did not see that.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I play that song at work every other day. And my boss keeps saying, Frank, it's not going to be a thing. I'm like, it's a thing you don't know.
I didn't mention his name in the last episode, and I'm regretting it because I'm trying to make it a point to mention him in every episode so I can play his song.
It's like our Mickey ears. Find the Mickey ears in the episode. Now let's find the Joe Hendry theme.
Well, gentlemen, enjoy Bad Blood. It's gonna be an interesting PLE. So, guys, let us know what you think in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next video. So enjoy it tonight, guys.
Go
Have
Phil.
fun. Yeah, go Phils.
Go Phils. Yep.
Yes.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.